Well, hello there. Fancy seeing you guys here. As you can see, I have quite the array of fragrances in front of me. Long awaited, very exciting stuff. You have both box top versions, all 5 cap colors of the new tropical limited summer release from Zaharoff called Signature COCO LOCO. So, we're going to take some close-up looks at everything, talk about the scent profile, the performance I get from it. I know this fragrance very, very well, and we'll just give you my thoughts on it. So stay tuned. So, quick disclaimer before we dive into all of this wonderfulness. George Zaharoff is a personal friend of mine. He did send all of these to me as a gift. There is natural bias with him being my friend. I would encourage you to get a sample whenever samples are available, to grab a decant from someone that decants, because there's plenty of people buying this to decant them, and try it for yourself. So take my opinion with a grain of salt. Like I said, I've had about 2.5 years of experience through every rendition with this fragrance. I'm extremely familiar with it, but again, it is just my opinion. Being straight up with you guys, but I do have to give you that caveat. He is my friend, so there's natural bias, obviously. But if you're familiar with Zaharoff fragrances, you know he doesn't put out mediocrity. He only puts out excellence, and I have to say, there's going to be a lot of people enjoying this one. So let's get into it. So as we take a look around the box, you'll notice there's 2 different box tops for this. And you'll notice the concrete pavement from Rio de Janeiro is on the interior of the box, on the sides of the box. This is inspired by Carnival from Rio de Janeiro. George recently went to Rio de Janeiro. This is a very fun tropical light fragrance, and that vibrance lives through the presentation and packaging of the 5 different color caps that are available. Beautiful metal applique plate that has some texturing to it with that Rio inspired pavement going around the back, the mask of the carnival. So let's dive into this scent profile. So what you can expect from this one, it is based around coconut. Very specifically, a coconut flesh oil was used to give the texture feel, the thickness of coconut. It's not a watery coconut, it's not a milky coconut. It's a very thick, fleshy, like the meat of the coconut, I guess you will say, with some clementine, pear, and pineapple. It's a very super tropical, but not too sweet, fruity type of smell. It's a bowl of tropical fruits. Imagine the vibe of being by the beach, the carnival feel, the whole tropical summertime beachy vibe to this fragrance without any booze. No booziness here. Don't think Virgin Island water. You can think the Virgin Island water vibe, but don't think the exact scent profile. It does not relate to it. It does not correlate very well to the same scent profile. There's no saltiness here. It's not an aquatic. It is a true bowl of fruits. It is based around the signature pour homme DNA, but instead of the orientals and the resins that you would typically find in a lot of the flankers to signature pour homme from Zaharoff, you're going to find a dense blonde cedar here, a nice floral heart that doesn't offer much of a powdery nor very flowery type of feel. It's a nice accented nuance in the heart of the fragrance, because the main things you're going to get here is a nice dense but clean musk. That blonde cedar is kind of the star of the show here. It's a blonde wood at its core with a thick creamy musk that really ties well into the thickness of the fruits here, because this is a 25% pure parfum high oil concentration. For a tropical fragrance, it's definitely on the heavier wear side, which we'll talk about performance here in just a moment. So the cardamom here just kind of adds some of the freshness. There's a little bit of a spicy feel, but not so much. If anything, it may add a little bit of bubblegum spiced playfulness to it. Not a heavily bubblegummed fragrance, not synthetic in any way, but that's kind of the way the cardamom comes across to me. Now there's heliotrope, there's jasmine, there's neroli, there's a multitude of white florals here, but like I said, you're not going to give a real walking through the garden flowery type of feel. If anything, they offer just this different layer of thick freshness to this fragrance, because for as heavy of a wear as it comes across and as thick as the aroma is, it still maintains a bright, playful freshness from start to finish with this fragrance. Like I said, it's a few stages. It's a cut up bowl of tropical fruits at the start that's dominated by coconut, clementine, pineapple, and pear. You will get kind of the subtle nuance of the blending of all of them together. It's hard to really pick out specific ones outside of the coconut and the pineapple, but you will get all of that at the top as it settles in. A thick blonde wood, soft white floral tone, very creamy, musky type of feel as it settles down, with a light ambery nuance that offers more of an effervescence in the dry down because it's a benzoin more so than just a straight up amber accord. All in all, a just fun fragrance, a scent profile and style that was completely void and missing from the Signature Pour Homme collection. This is going to be a great representation of summer from Zaharoff. Now, when it comes to performance, this one typically goes in the 8 to 10 hour range in longevity for me. Kind of in that, like right in the middle, smack dab, 9 to 10 hour range. Pretty much before it starts to become a faint skin scent. Like I said, it's a 25% pure parfum. It wears heavy for a fun, fruity, tropical fragrance. It's a thick aroma. It really is. With that being said, that also means that you're not going to have overwhelming projection. It's not going to scream off of the skin, but it's going to linger. It's going to hang in the air because it's very dense and it's a heavy wear, high oil concentration, like I've mentioned a few times in this video. So the projection here, I would say, is in the moderate to slightly above. Slightly above average, maybe a little better than arm's reach for about 2 hours. The projection is pretty dense, but not super far reaching, because once that projection calms down, you don't lose much when it settles into the scent bubble. Because the scent bubble here, again, it's a dense aroma. You have a pretty thick cloud following you throughout the wearing. I could see people saying they're going to get 12 plus hours out of this. I get in that 9 to 10 hour range pretty much religiously with every rendition that this fragrance has had, especially in the 25% concentration, because there was a few other concentrations through testing. This was the sweet spot. I'm glad George decided to go with the 25%. I think a lot of people are going to be extremely happy. This was created at the same time as Citrine about 2.5 years ago, where that was the super fresh, true freshy daytime fragrance. It was coded as the AM summer fragrance, and this was coded as the PM summer fragrance because it has more of a vibrance, a radiance, and a thickness to the aroma that would be great for a summer's eve. Out partying, for example, vacation time. This is a great daytime wear, but when you compare it to Citrine, it's, basically twin brother. They were birthed at the same time. You can look at that as the daytime fragrance, with this being the more evening appropriate of the two, but this is still a fun daytime fragrance. The sillage here is absolutely in the moderate to heavy range, slightly above moderate. You will get pretty thick whiffs of this one throughout the wearing experience. Like I said, people that get their hands on this are going to be very happy with the way this one performs. I know it's not just on my skin. I'm just one of the people that get one of the, handful or so of people, 2 handfuls that get to be part of the testing phase, and I know it's not just me that gets this type of performance. This is a strong tropical fragrance, guys. Across the board, it is above average in all 3 subcategories of performance. Final thoughts on this one. This is going to be arguably, for you freshy lovers, the best fragrance George has ever put out. It can't rival rosé and leather tobacco because those are such different experiences than this. It's a taste thing. But the beauty of this is it fills a void. It completely fills a void, with Citrine being phased out in the North American market and being exclusive to the European market. This is going to be the freshie for this summer. It is a limited run at the recording of this. That is what I was told is going to happen with this fragrance. It is going to be a limited release for summer. When they're gone, they're gone. It is completely at random on which cap color you will get. If you are a member of the Zed Lounge on Facebook, the Facebook group, there you can trade cap colors. Like, say you get green and you want baby blue, you can switch it out, and so on and so forth. There's 2 different box tops, so there's some fun variety to this, on top of, like, this packaging really ties to the scent profile and to the story. I think this was perfectly executed for what George wanted. Kudos. Bravo with the little hand clap. There's definitely a link down below if you guys want to check it out. At the recording of this, until Sunday at midnight, the week of this video. Now, if you're watching this video past Sunday what is Sunday? Real quick, this is going to be in the recording. Sunday, the 11th of June, 2023. By midnight, you will still be able to get it at pre-sale pricing, even though shipments for the pre-sale have been going out at 135 USD. On Monday, the 12th of June, 2023, it will go to its normal price of 160. So if you're interested in getting it, click that link down below and grab it at a $25 discount while you can, because it is a limited release. I don't know if any discounts are going to work on it moving forward. As of now, there are no discounts that are working on it. No codes, no links, anything like that. As you know, with Zaharoff fragrances, I don't give an overall rating on them because I love all of these fragrances. I'm part of the testing process. I'm in on it from the beginning. I'm very blessed to have that privilege, and it's an honor, and I want to thank George for sending these my way to be able to experience this and kind of give you guys an early look for those of you that haven't gotten your bottles just yet, but shipping labels have been printed, and the day this video goes out, bottles have already started shipping to everybody. So I'm excited to have these. I'm going to get a lot of run. I started spraying the purple cap is going to be the first one that I spend time with. Very exciting stuff. I hope all of you that end up getting a bottle truly enjoy it. And like I said, check your favorite decanters. They may be grabbing bottles of this if you want to try before you buy. Totally get that. Nothing is truly blind buy safe, but this is definitely a fun one. Well, that's my thoughts and feelings on the new signature COCO LOCO from Zaharoff. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. So I do appreciate all the feedback, and I love hearing from you guys. How many of you pre-ordered it? Let me know in the comments. Are you excited to get your bottle? Did you get your bottle already by the time you're watching this? Let me know what you think. Kind of a strange angle. It's literally just like the neck up for me because there's so much going on with presentation here, and I wanted to make sure to display it for the entirety of this video. Again, hope you guys enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe before you leave this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.